Democrats on Capitol Hill move closer to impeaching President Donald Trump. He will likely face one charge, incitement of insurrection. This comes after the deadly riot at the U.S. Capitol last week carried out by some of the president's supporters. Correspondent Mark Irons has the latest now on Capitol Hill. Mark?
Tracy, since the storming of the Capitol, Democrats and even some Republicans have demanded consequences for President Trump. Now, today, Republicans blocked the passage of a resolution calling on the vice president to invoke the 25th Amendment, which would declare the president unfit to serve. But House Democrats already have enough votes to impeach the president.
With 9 days left in his term, Democrats continue a push to remove President Trump from office.
The Republican leadership, including the vice president, should meet with the president and tell him he has to resign.
Today on the House floor, a resolution asking Vice President Mike Pence to invoke the 25th Amendment.
To declare President Donald J. Trump incapable of executing the duties of his office and to immediately exercise powers as acting president.
But Republicans pushed back.
I object.
Objection is heard.
The vice president hasn't given any indication he will actually invoke the 25th to remove the president from office. In a statement, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said, "As our next step, we will move forward with bringing impeachment legislation to the floor. The president's threat to America is urgent, and so too will be our action." The impeachment bill will reference the president's statements about his election defeat, his attempt to pressure Georgia officials to find him more votes, and his urging on supporters before they stormed the U.S. Capitol last week.
Because you'll never take back our country with weakness.
Democrats aren't the only ones critical of the president. Republican Pennsylvania Senator Pat Toomey says President Trump could face criminal liability after the deadly insurrection at the U.S. Capitol. He's calling on the president to resign.
The best way to get this person in the rearview mirror for us, that could happen immediately. I'm not optimistic it will, but I do think that would be the best way forward.
And Republican Senator Ben Sasse said lies have consequences. This violence was the inevitable and ugly outcome of the president's addiction to constantly stoking division.
Some Republicans say impeachment would only further divide the country. And as the charge to impeach the president moves through the House for a second time, the Senate is in recess. And Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says an impeachment trial would not even be able to begin until the day before President-elect Joe Biden's inauguration. At the Capitol, Mark Irons, EWTN News Nightly.